I'm responsible for policies in Busan. I have bigger responsibilities, and I believe that happened thanks to the World Ocean Forum. The role of mine in the Epilogue session is to do the evaluation of the three-day session, of the three-day forum, and also I'm going to talk about what we can reflect in the future forums. As you might know, the big theme is Ocean as Unitas, pursuing global cooperation for the good of the planet. And with collective wisdom, we were able to hold and host this 2022 forum very successfully. I would like to hear from our committee members of the planning committee to have clearer definition on this Ocean as Unitas. Well, Ocean as Unitas, well, it's very difficult to interpret. And the term may sound very vague. So, well, we are quite behind our schedule, so I have to be very quick in my presentation. But anyway, what does it mean by Ocean as Unitas? Well, thankfully, we have Professor Lee Yeon-seung, and I believe that she has great definitions of what this means. And she provided us the definition. The change is related to the technological and policy changes, and it is a high-level notion. And this is about uniting the oceans throughout the world. So I thought that we can have clearer definition of this notion. And also, the committee member Kim In-yeom talked about this is interpreted as more predictability. So when you hear the term Ocean as Unitas, what comes to your mind? My biggest resource is my children. And when I ask them what comes to their mind when they hear the term Unitas, well, they think of supersonic and superpowers. And my fourth daughter said that reminds her of the elementary school. Well, that's actually different terms, different characters in Chinese. But anyway, this connectivity and innovation and predictability is what's connected to this notion, Ocean as Unitas. And when you think about the term superpowers and mega region, megalopolis, and also the characteristics of the fourth industrial revolution, we have this concept of hyper. So instead of just focusing too much on super or mega, maybe hyper is more relevant when we say the hyper ocean era. And that is where we can see hyper-converged world with hyper-connectivity to have better opportunities and better future. I'd like to thank the committee members for their great definitions. And the big theme, Ocean as Unitas, means that we need to see the emergence of Unitas. And Unitas in the form of super or hyper ocean powers and hyper oceanic cities and companies. We hope to see all these Unitas in the port of Busan. This is our 16th forum. As you can see from different posters from the past ocean forums and from the big themes of 15 different conferences, you can tell that we can actually have prediction for what we are going forward, for what we are pursuing. So these are the titles from the 16 forums. And you might think that this is a little bit complex, so I did the grouping of these categories.
So this leads to the 2016 goal and Ocean Beyond the Wave. These all predicted the age of super ocean and how to make this a reality. ocean transformation, the open, smart technology, prosperity. How do we achieve prosperity? The future economy will come from the ocean, and this will be a source of wealth and revenue going forward. And for the past 16 years, we have always actually discussed ocean as a uniter. And also the World Ocean Forum addressed a number of different topics this year as well. And this year, President Yoon, Minister Cho, and Mayor Park delivered their congratulatory remarks and engaged in panel discussions. And they connected this event to the 2030 Busan Expo, World Expo. And throughout the topics, convergence and cooperation is key in order for us to keep up with the age of oceans as uniters. And at the center of cooperation is decarbonization and eco-friendliness. So this is the way for the humankind to together survive and to find the solutions too. I'm not sure if you can see all the lines on the screen. The WOF, this is a relationship chart of the WOF based on the news releases. It is deeply related to the Busan World Expo. And the Ocean City was a big topic, so it leads to habitat. And COVID-19 share really was reduced this year. Chairman of the Planning Committee and the Planning Committee members were also quite significant. This is the word cloud of topics discussed. And in 2022, as you can see, there's ocean, ships, cruise, industrial transition, digital. So all these elements require cooperation and coexistence. So this year, there were a number of different features and characteristics. First of all, we had a two-track keynote session inviting the minister and the mayor of Busan, using sufficient time to discuss the expo and the ocean. And secondly, we had an integrated session of shipbuilding, marine, and transport. This was the very first attempt at the WOF. I think it was a very successful session, and also some of the sessions were turned into a paid session for the WOF to have a solid financial foundation. And let me conclude. What did you think when you saw this poster, Ocean as Uniters? The water flows into one, and all the challenges faced by humanity can be solved in the ocean and by the ocean. And at the center of the ocean is the World Ocean Forum. Thank you.